Hey there, coffee cup the size of my head, and some friends in my video. I've got a little hippo and a little puppy dog. I don't know why. They were on the couch, back of the couches. I think the kids must have brought them home. I thought they were quite cute. Seems they're like right front and center, aren't they? Which is probably good because yesterday I did another technical thing that was a total F up. And normally I would say WTF, but I just said wow. I shook my head and I messaged the first person that let me know about the mess up. And I said, okay, fortunately and here's what I did. I remember I'm working on this webinar. Well, I did the webinar and I was brave enough to share it on my Facebook profile page. Did it live. Come to find out at the end of it that I talked for 2 hours and 24 minutes, a little over because I answered questions at the end on the, turns out, audio version because my slides didn't advance at all. They stayed on the first slide the entire time. I was recording it in Camtasia, and I believe that when I went through to on the screen share and clicked on record for Camtasia, I didn't go back. I must have had to go back, I'll figure it out today, and do something different to activate the screen that was being shown on Facebook Live so that it would actually show my screen that was advancing. But I stayed in PowerPoint and I was seeing the slides advance and talking for 2 hours and 22 minutes. But anybody who was watching, it stayed on the same title slide the entire freaking 2 hours. So I suppose if you just wanted to watch, and not watch, but just listen to me talk, which I got to tell you, some of these webinars, I just want to listen to, because to take 2 hours, 2.5 hours out of my busy schedule, to ask anybody to take 2 hours out of their busy schedule, that is asking a lot. And that is why I try very hard at the beginning of my web class to filter out and let people know if it's for them or not. And if it's not for them, I basically invite them to stop watching, because I don't want to take 2 hours of their time if it's something I know that isn't going to be for them. So for example, in my webinars, if you're a brand new person that hasn't started your own business yet and you're just thinking about it, my web class is totally not for you. If you are, maybe you've started and you haven't figured anything out yet, then my web class isn't for you either. It's for people that have taken the leap of faith, started their business, been taking action, doing things, and they may have hit a big stumbling block or a big roadblock and not had the success they wanted, but they've actually done and tried some things. They might be failing miserably, but they've actually been trying and doing something. It's for action takers. So if you're not an action taker, my web class is totally not for you. My offering is totally not for you. I don't work with people that aren't action takers. I used to, and it's very hard on me because I take it personally when I share something and people don't do anything with it. And I've done several coaching things and coaching programs, and I've actually let students go because I know it's not the right time for them. If they're not taking action, if they're not doing anything that they've agreed that they're going to do repeatedly, we just stop. And I say, you know what, maybe we pause and we take a time out and you come back when you're ready. Or I just let them go and then I refer them to another coach that they can work with, because it's too frustrating for me. So the same is true of what I'm doing with my webinar, my web class. I don't want to waste anybody's time. I don't want them to spend even an hour listening to me share something and share my process, because my whole life is poured into this process. And I don't want to share it with people if they're not going to actually use it. So that's my philosophy. So I try to scare them off in the beginning. But I scared a lot of them off yesterday because there were no slides advancing. But fortunately for me, I did record it on Camtasia simultaneously. So I rendered that, which takes hours and hours with my computer and my internet. I have no idea why, but I ended up going to sleep last night, and I just shared it this morning. It renders as a YouTube video, and I shared that. But it doesn't really matter because I'm going to do it again live on my profile page today, and hopefully I will advance the slides because I'll have figured out what I did wrong. I would like to say it's the first time I've done that, but it's not. Unfortunately, there's been a big enough lapse in time between the time I did it last time that I don't remember exactly what I did wrong. I'll figure it out because I'm doing it every day till I get it figured out. So that's what I'm up to now. That's what I'm up to today, is redoing my webinar yet again. And actually, it's a little bit different every day, but it's got to be pretty much the same every day, because so far I've done it 3 days in a row, and it's been 2 hours and 23 minutes, 2 hours and 23 minutes, 2 hours and 24 minutes. So it's pretty consistent until people tell me, yeah, you're telling that story, it's way too long and we don't want to hear it or something, or it's not, it's not telling us and conveying the message you're trying to convey, so don't tell that story. I'll keep doing it, and it's going to be long, and it's long because it's a huge offer for people, and it's, again, not for everybody, so I don't want everybody listening to it. I don't want to share it with everybody. I only want to share it with the people and the business owners that it can really, really help. The business owners that are ready to grow and supersize their business and are ready to follow the process that is guaranteed to supersize their business. Because the process works. There's no doubt that the process works. It's, will I, as the business owner, work the process? And if I will, it will work for me. If I don't want to because I don't choose to, or it's not a priority, then it won't work for me now because I'm not willing to do what it takes. And that's true of everything in our lives. We have to be willing to do what it takes and put something and take some action into achieving and getting what we want, or we don't get it, right? You get out of everything exactly what you put into it. You get out of school what you put into it. You get out of work or a job what you put into it. Now, sometimes, not always, depends on the company you work for, but you definitely get out of your business what you put into it. You get out of your relationships what you put into it. No more, no less. We get out of life exactly what we put into life. If we put love and light and all of ourselves and who we really are and our true being into everything we do, we usually have a fantastic life. If we don't, if we just half-ass, do the minimum to get by, that's what we get back from life. Half-ass, minimum to get by results. So you get to decide what you want to receive in life based on what you give. That is Sharon's philosophy of the day, Pajama Grandma advice. I guess I'm off on a tangent. I'm going to sip my coffee, sit here with these cute little critters, do my morning routine, and have a fabulous day. And I wish you the same. Of course, I'll see you tomorrow with day 190 of What's She Up To Now. And hopefully I can report, or I will be able to report, that I had a fantastic live webinar. See you tomorrow. Bye.